meet friends, socialize, play games, engage, and also connect with brands also from here in Thailand and from new content made by creators, allowing them to mix and remix both like IPs and their own contents. So we know that we just passed this point of time where now more than half of the world population is digital native. And they are already consuming very differently than us. Like they spend overall 12 hours a week in virtual world rather than watching TV or reading newspaper. Most of them, 75% of them, want to be creators. They don't want to be passive in front of the content they consume. And actually, they don't just want to stream what they play or what they engage with. They want to participate in creating their own characters, making their own levels, and extending the lifetime of their favorite content online. Also, they start to spend more in digital contents, digital assets, than in physical assets. And thankfully, there is now a technology in place, blockchain and NFTs. I'm sure everyone now is familiar with what is an NFT. It can represent like art, collectible, virtual lands, profile picture, avatars, game items, and more. So they can own that data. They can choose to keep it, use it, sell it, exchange it with other users. That's one of the main benefits, and we already saw there's more than $40 billion in value transaction in 2022, even though there's still roughly 100 million users in Web3. But with events like today, we hope that it will keep growing the number of users onboarded to Web3 that will start using NFT, creating their own NFTs, or interacting with it. And that's our mission at SANDBOX. We want to empower that new creator generation to build new form of experiences that are avatar-centric, social, immersive, based on true digital ownership. We really see the open metaverse not just as SANDBOX alone, but more as a myriad of virtual world and platform where you as a user will use that avatar, that 3D characters that represent your digital identity, to move from one world to another in a fully seamless manner, as well as all your digital assets, your equipment, your game item, your virtual land, your virtual house. But at the beginning, the metaverse will be essentially empty. Like, we have to build it. And that's why we chose Voxel as a representation. If almost like digital Legos, those 3D cubes that anyone can use without reading the user manual. 99% of the metaverse will actually be built by users. It should be anyone in this audience capable of creating their own experiences without any programming knowledge. And alongside user-generated content, we will see content from brands that brings their culture and that allow users to mix and remix that content to make their own experiences. We'll have brands in sport, in fashion, in music. Some of them we already announced: Snoop Dogg, Warner Music, Ubisoft, Gucci, and so on. We're using this avatar, that 3D representation of ourselves, to socialize, connect with others, play, build, earn, share moments together. And we're using Web3 and blockchain technology that is transparent and trustable to have the proof of ownership, the proof of authorship, the proof of digital scarcity. All that is needed to establish the basis of a digital economy. That digital economy that will lead to the creation of millions of new jobs and also push toward decentralized finance and ultimately decentralized governance. The people who own the stake in the world, who participate into the activity and economy of that world, will be the one that should drive the decision of its future. We brought a global community of over 400 brands in the world, including several here in Thailand, in various thematics like sports, gaming, fashion, music, entertainment, but also finance, banking, education, shopping, merchandising, and more. I think it's really exciting to be at the edge of this new virtual world that brings so many different cultures from all around the world and allow users to play and interact with them. Also, what makes SANDBOX unique is this notion of virtual map. We have a finite map of 166, 164 land in total. Each one is an NFT that you own. And instead of selling it all at the beginning, we actually sell it by creating neighborhoods on the map. Those neighborhoods are either curated by thematics or by region of the world, allowing people to become the virtual neighbors of each other. So it becomes a new social discovery layer where we can be the neighbor of like the favorite brand or celebrities, which contribute to bring us more visibility, more creativity, as we can expand that presence all together, becoming, for example, the neighbor of Snoop Dogg or other great content that we are fan of. And we sold about 75% of that map, and we keep introducing those neighborhoods, always selling out lands that now are being built by an ecosystem of creators. So you might wonder, like, what have those landowners, we have more than 27,000 landowners in SANDBOX, what have they done already? Well, they've done a lot. They've launched their own social hub, their own dance club, they have already virtual shows and virtual concerts. Also, like, they built their own houses, buildings, hosted art galleries, exhibition around artists, museums. We had virtual tourism with famous landmarks being reproduced in SANDBOX. We also have like artists and digital fashion creators who launch their collections of avatars, and workstation collaboration. And of course, most importantly, we already have games people could interact and play with. So today, SANDBOX is proud to have more than 5 million users with a wallet, which represents a large portion in Web3, even though it's still small if we look at the overall like Web2 world. It's progressing, and we are one of the leading platforms that is attracting new users to create a wallet for the first time and to discover the possibilities. And for brands, that means that they can empower their customers, their audience, to new actions, moving from a CRM model to ORM model, ownership relationship management, where they give NFTs to their audience, and through those NFTs, they engage them both in virtual world and in physical world. We're going to see how very soon. The basis of that model is really based on 3 core pillars. The idea is that you can engage your audience to play with their avatar, to discover content, explore, connect with other, complete quests. So it's really gamification is at the core of SANDBOX and what sets us differently from other virtual worlds. Creation is also essential. We not only want people to play, but we want people to be able to co-create with their favorite brands, expanding the presence of those brands in the metaverse, and taking that content, inventing their own stories, their own adventure, expanding its lifetime. And we want users to own all their content, whether their creation, their avatar, their land, their reward, and have the possibility to earn through it. Earn in the form of digital tokens, or like SAND, the token of our platform, or NFTs, and be able to use it, keep it, or even sell it on marketplaces. Also, we also understand that we are at the very beginning and still in the early days of the metaverse. We've been building SANDBOX platform for roughly 5 years now, and we still think like we're at a phase where like most brands should focus on putting creativity first rather than monetization first. We have to build the habits among the audience to come back into the metaverse, giving them value, rewarding their fans for the time they're spending with exclusive experiences, VIP access, phygital content as well, rewarding them for their contribution as creator, embracing the Web3 culture, which is based on like also owning yourself NFTs and digital assets as a brand, showcasing, displaying other projects, so being open to collaboration, not just like thinking it's like yourself alone, and even encouraging your audience toward co-creation, which I know for some brands is sometimes a bit difficult, but is really important as a way to lead more audience to spend time with you. The neighborhood has been a massive success in SANDBOX, beyond what we initially thought. People want to be together, grouped in all the different locations on the map, based on different culture or different thematics, because they feel they can build together, they can support each other, and it creates more value for those locations on the map. So we sold out every time, introducing whether it's about Lion City in Singapore last week, Turkish Verse, Koreaverse, We're working on Metaverse, obviously. We are planning to launch it next year, early next year. So feel free to talk to Sky in the audience to be part of it. And we are making sure that we have those curated content and experiences that will be flagship location that will attract audience, drive audience, and also benefit everyone in the neighborhood. 15 different regions have been opened, and each one with their unique local cultural specificities. And this has led to make SANDBOX really unique and always a vibrant space wherever you are. Also, the second thing that has been really resonating well with many audience is brands launching their own avatar collection. We've launched over 16 official avatar collection with Snoop Dogg, with Steve Aoki, with Paris Hilton, with Rabbids, with Cut the Rope, with Elvis Presley, Captain Tsubasa, and many other brands. And every time those avatar collection of 2,000, 3,000, up to 10,000 unique avatar, each one being an NFT, have sold out. Not necessarily in 24 hours. It can take a bit more time. But what matters is not the time it takes. What matters is people understand the utility of your digital avatar. And once they own it, they not only play in your brand land, they play everywhere in the metaverse. So it contributes to expand your brand presence, to promote it, and to attract new users. So in this video, we can see some examples of here like Playboy, like Wildlife, the Wild One, Elvis Presley, Paris Hilton, Care Bears, Gordon Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen, Cut the Rope, Rabbids, Fist of the North Side, Madball, LaMelo Ball, etc. Each of those collections, they always come with something unique. Whether it's like exclusive emotes, body animation, exclusive sound, visual effects, or even special features, like they can have like new action in the gameplay, they can change by day or by night. They have something that makes them different, and people are proud to wear those avatars that represent their identity in virtual world and is an extension of their identity. And going beyond, SANDBOX has also been supporting more than 50 of the most popular Web3 collection, bridging them in SANDBOX. So if you own an NFT, or if you already launch your own NFT collection, we can turn it into a 3D avatar that becomes playable in SANDBOX, which will add more utilities and more value for your brand collection, and allow people to discover, socialize, start creating their own adventures and games all together. Overall, like the different steps to enter the metaverse is usually to buy a land, to showcase your presence, to launch your first experience, can be a social hub or another form of experience, launch your NFT collection or your avatar collection, and also engage your community with contests where you involve them to participate into building your presence all together with you. Because as I mentioned, we're still an early space. We don't necessarily know yet what will be like the successful business model of the metaverse, but by iterating fast and involving your community, you can like get more chance to succeed. Also at SANDBOX, we're proud to embrace a very diverse community. We focus a lot on like culture, region of the world, empowering people, and goals like sustainability, inclusion, more diversity. The SANDBOX now has more than 40% of its user base, creators and brands partner in Asia. So we keep pushing, and Thailand is indeed in that top 10 country and top 5 for Asia. So we're really excited of the potential of Thailand. We ran our partner day recently. We have a team present here. We also have teams in 12 different other regions that help us to make the metaverse more a concrete opportunity for the creators and the people who are based here. And once they are here, they will have this opportunity to onboard, but also explore for their brands and potentially make it their own job, start creating their studio and earn a revenue from it. You can see in this graph, we have on this ecosystem chart, we have already a lot of local partners and brands and studios. And it keeps growing as I meet more and more talent, and we empower them thanks to our different tools to create the experience for the brand. We also have launched some experience in Thailand. I'm thinking of this event that we launched last April for Songkran Festival. It was really a combination of gamification and also telling the rest of the world about this cultural tradition. We had more than 22,000 unique players, which is very significant in Web3, and they spent an average of 23 minutes. 23 minutes is a lot of time when you think about it, because in social media, like you get like what, a few seconds to a minute of a user attention. So being present, engaging user for like almost half an hour is important, and that's been contributing to attract more and more people. More recently, we also launched an experience with a partner here in Thailand, again, Warix, which was very gamified and allowed the participant to win a phygital jersey, collectible. I'll let the video play. It was quite successful as well and very fun.
อีกครั้งหนึ่งครับเล่นขึ้นมาใหม่ใส่ให้เต็มที่เลยนะครับเกมเมอร์ของเราวิ่งมาหาบอลเดี๋ยวโดนแย่งไปซะก่อนแล้วดูจังหวะลากขึ้นมาได้ซัดลูกนี้บอลโดนข้ามคานโอ้โหต้องบอกว่าสถานการณ์ดูไม่ดีครับสำหรับเกมเมอร์ของเราครับหมดหวังเศร้าส้อยกันเลยทีเดียวครับแต่มีการเบิกการ์ดตัวช่วยแน่ๆนะครับเป็นการเรียกการ์ดทีมชาติมาครับแถมเบิกการ์ดชุดแข่งขันปีล่าสุดมาด้วยครับเกมหน้าจะสนุกขึ้นมาครับจังหวะได้ลากขึ้นมาของนฤบดินนะครับแล้วส่งให้กับเกมเมอร์ชุดส้มซัดลูกนี้เรียบร้อยครับโอ้โหตึงจะจ่ายครับนี่คือโฉมหน้านักเตะของเราในวันนี้นะครับขอเสียงดังๆให้กับนักกีฬาของเราด้วยครับ
So that experience, which was available for less than a month, has already attracted more than 10,000 players who spent 31 minutes this time, so even more time engaging, and some of them were claiming phygital rewards. So we were able also to drive more traffic between virtual world and physical world. And we look forward to keep doing more and more of those collaborations. And today, we're also excited to announce the SCBX HQ in SANDBOX that is launching as an innovation and education space. I'll let you watch the teaser. So that is available in SANDBOX. I will invite you to try it, get an idea for yourself of the early possibilities of the metaverse, exploring, completing quests, playing mini games, connecting, and like how a company like SCBX has been able to leverage the tool of SANDBOX to inspire more and more creators. And creators is really our focus. So our goal is how do we help them to bring their goals to life. That's why we want to put so much energy in empowering them, allowing them to become successful and move from being just one person or two people studio to 10, 20 people, working with some of those top brands that we involve, engaging them into various contests, rewarding them with prizes, and allowing them to move up into this ecosystem that now counts over 230 studios around the world. And I was talking earlier about the fact that the metaverse will create millions of jobs. I met today already dozens of people who are actively building in SANDBOX, whether they're architects, designers, organizing their event, curating content, or creating new businesses on top of SANDBOX land and NFTs. to discover and more. So this is really exciting, and I think like Thailand is really prime position to leverage those opportunities. And we want to provide the support to them with our ecosystem partnership program, giving them all the resources, the workshop, the training, the tools, the documentation, the case study, all our deck, all our slides, so they can even bring their own clients, bring more brands, bring their favorite content without needing us at all, and launch it directly in SANDBOX. That ecosystem has grown to over 700 partners around the world. Asia represents 40%, and I hope that after today it will keep growing and growing. And that will be possible because now it's been roughly 2 months that self-publishing is open in SANDBOX, meaning that if you own a land, you can directly publish your experience, grow your audience, engage your audience, reward your audience, and be featured by our team to like build really your business model and engage through it. So that's it for today, my presentation. Maybe one last news, like yes, we're coming to mobile, that's for next year. We're really excited, of course, to allow anyone from anywhere to be able to engage in the metaverse. We know how it can be important, specifically in countries where like mobile and people are digital native. And we hope that we'll continue to build the future of the metaverse together, involving more brands and partners from Thailand. Thank you very much, and see you in the metaverse.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sebastien Borget, co-founder and CEO of the SANDBOX. Please stay on the stage and take a photo together. Thank you so much to talk with us in the topic Unlocking Value in the Metaverse. Guys, let's build a whole new world together in the SANDBOX. เรียนเชิญถ่ายภาพร่วมกันนะคะ Okay, thank you so much ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอเสียงปรบมือให้ท่านอีกครั้งนะคะ